Hey, what's up? Hello, guys. Good morning. Well, it is the 1st of January 2022. These guys still here. And what is love? Why are we so sick? People in general, why are we so sick? We are sick because we don't know how to love. We don't know how to love. We want to, but we don't know how. And we fail at it because we don't know what love is. And we fail at it miserably because it shows on our limbs, it shows in our flesh, in our body, and it shows in our spirit because we are sad, we are upset because we don't know how to love. What's the purpose that God created man to do? What? For sure not to wake up, go to work, come back, go to work, and just everything we own we treat as gods. So, and we ourselves as idols because of it. So what is love and how do we love? Let's go. Love, we were made to love and care and to be loved and cared for. But what does it mean when somebody tells you I love you, or you say to somebody I love you? Or what does it mean when we say I love God? What does that entitle? Because love, it's a big word. God is love. God is love. So God said, love your God with all your heart, all your strength, and all your soul. What does that mean? What did God meant by loving Him with all our strength, all our hearts, all our strength, and all our soul? Because to love God means to take from Him, not to give Him anything. And that's the definition of love that we have. When we give to somebody, we say that we love him or love her. All right? Because you give something, and you give because you love them. Well, we usually consciously we give them because we love them. That's what we think. Subconsciously we give them with expectation to get back. And that means if I give to somebody expecting back something in return of that, that means I love myself more than they, isn't it? So loving someone is giving without a return, without expecting back. And if we can do that, then we don't get sick. We shouldn't be sick, right? So people say that they know how to love, but hence they're sick, they're sad, they're upset. That means they're liars. That means they don't know how to love. Because if they would, then they would not be sick, they would not be sad, they would not be depressed. So loving God, God doesn't need nothing from us, does He? Nothing. He's the one that creates and gives for who? For us to be good. So What does it mean, loving God? With all our hearts, all our strength, and all our souls. That means loving God with all my heart is that I have to take Him, and replace what's in my heart already with Him. He is love. So when God created the universe, the earth was void and full with darkness. So darkness was already here. God came in the darkness and He said, let there be light. Right? So it wasn't light that as we think, I am good. The outside is bad. And I just gotta guard my house so there's no bad coming in. No, it's the other way around. Inside it's already darkness. It's already darkness. And if we accept God and let God into the heart, what does that change? That means if He's in the heart, then the heart is changed. There is light in the heart. Because Christ said, if in a man's heart is darkness, how dark is that? You see, if in a man's heart is light, then it's beautiful. So, if God is in our heart, that means the heart, it's loving with what? So it shows out, it radiates out love. Why? Because I took it from God. I took it from Him. That means loving Him. So for me to love God, I have to take from Him. Right? So take from Him. Right? In my heart. So in return, not in return, but forward, I have to give. If I take from Him, I can give to others. I take Him in my heart so I can give His love, not mine. Because when I give my love, so to speak, which is impossible, I cannot create love. I can only take. We are created to take only. Okay? The one that can only give is the one that creates. So we can only take what's already there. All right? And from God, it's unlimited, isn't it? Unlimited. So then I can take unlimited love because He's in my heart and give it unlimited. Even if that person hates me, I can love. Even if that person doesn't say what I want to hear, I can love. Even if that person talks bad about me, I can love. Because it's not mine. It's God's love. So then I can love my neighbor. I can love my neighbor, so to speak, my wife, my kids, my cousins, my friends. Because I don't expect anything back. Because I did not give it from me. So then it don't matter what they think or how they take it. It's God's love, free to take, unlimited for everyone, with no expectations. Then what did God mean by saying, love your God with all your strength? You see, if I love God, if by loving God means to take from Him strength, every day I wake up and I say, this is an awesome day, another day of grace to live through. If His strength, if by His strength I am walking, and if by His strength I am doing anything that I'm doing, that means that I have strength to do anything. It doesn't matter what is there to do, there is strength to do anything. So I will be a good example, right? I don't have to force to not steal. I don't have to force to not, I don't have to force to be loyal to my spouse. I don't have to force to do good. Because if God is my strength and He is in my heart, then it's all natural. It's all natural. It comes out natural. It's no more cognitive behavior. Not dealing with that anymore. I don't have to force not to watch porn. I don't have to force myself, you see. I have to force myself to be good for the benefits of others, right? So others can say about me, what a good man. That's all wrong, you see. And it's wrong not because we don't want to. We want to love people. We want to love, but we're not able to. We're not able to because we do not understand. We do not understand where we have to take it from and what it means. And then there are some people telling me, oh, I love you for this. And I say, well, God can love. Can we? We can. With His. We have to take from Him and give it, not keep it for ourselves. And that's what we do. You see? And then I said, love your God with all your soul. Well, what does that mean, with all the soul? What is soul made out of? Spirit and flesh. So that means that my spirit, for me to be able to love God, it means taking from Him. So taking from Him means loving Him. Giving to others, it's a proof that I love God. Because I can give when I have, and I have when I take, freely, unlimited. So if my spirit takes from God, feeds of Him, feeds of Christ. Christ said that I am the bread of life and the water. We have to feed from Him spiritually. And when our spirit is fulfilled with every need that we have, need for care, need for love, need for joy, need for any needs. If Christ fulfills every need, then there is no need that is left unfulfilled. Right? So then we don't shop around to fulfill that void from people, from animals, from material stuff. So then, if we love, meaning taking from Christ, if our spirit feeds from Him, then our body, it shows outside, it radiates, right, with love. It radiates with patience. It radiates with a love that no matter what the other person does, it will never affect you. We are already fulfilled. So we can love the people for who they are. Even if they're betraying us, we love them for who they are. Because what they do, they don't do of their own knowing and doing. You know, Paul said in Romans 7, I do that what I hate, not what I will. Because I will good, but I do bad. That's in Romans 7. See, because there's a sinful nature. God created us in His own image. He put the breath of life from Him that we have. But along the way, there was attached the sinful nature, because Adam wanted to be God, which is impossible. Impossible. The creator can never become the creature, and the creature can never become the creator, because it's impossible. So, because Adam wanted to be in God's place, he got attached to the sinful nature, and that we are born with. And if we don't know how to get rid of it and where the solution is, we will die with it. It don't matter how religious we are. It don't matter how many good deeds we do. It don't matter how many people we think we're gonna save for God. God never asked us to save no one. All He asks us is to love Him with all our heart, all our strength, and all our soul, and to follow Him, be a good example. And also Christ said, be perfect, like your Father in heaven is perfect. So, I want to be perfect, because there is no between. We're either perfect or not. We're either love or hate. We're either sick or healthy. We're either scared or not. There is no between. And for some reason, we seem to think that I love you a little bit, or I don't love you that much anymore. Just a little bit. There is no 20s, 80%, 80% of hate, or 80% of love and 20% of hate. You either hate or you either love. You know, we either are alive or we are dead. There is no between. But we seem to think that there is between. And that's why God said in Revelation 3, to the letter of the Laodicea, because you are lukewarm and you're not hot or cold, I'm gonna vomit you out of my mouth. Because it's hard for us to understand. We say we do. We say that we see. But we don't understand it. Because if we did understand it, we wouldn't do it, would it? You see? So we see it, that is there. But because we say that we see, and though we don't understand it, our sin remains. We are sick. And we have diseases because we do not understand it. It's either hot or cold. It's either love or hate. Either sick or healthy. Dead or alive. There is no between. No between. And if we can understand that, then we can see how wretched we are, how poor we are. And when we see that, then we want what Christ has for sale. Right? We want gold refined in fire. We want white garments. Right? And then we want the truth. And for that is what's gonna set us free. The truth is what's gonna set us free. And when we find the truth, then we know where love comes from, how we can acquire it, and how we can use it. And like Paul said in Corinthians 13, if I can move mountains. If I have no love, I'm nothing. I can prophesy in tongues and in tongues. If I have no love, I'm nothing. I can give my body to be burned. If I have no love, nothing. So, let's love God with all our heart, with all our strength, and with all our soul. For that is good for us. For us. God bless.